This video was originally recorded 1 year ago, but we are going to be looking at it today for the first time. So this is going to be 11 moves and drills that you can use to be able to finish with your left hand a lot better. So let's get down and let's check out these basketball drills and basketball moves so that you can become a better basketball player. If you're a coach, make sure to go check out my practice plans that are down in the description below. And if you are a basketball player, make sure to go check out the shooting workout that is down in the description below as well if you want to shoot the ball from further away. And make sure to go follow David's progression on his Instagram, hoop_with_David. Now, in this first drill, it's going to be a quick cross into a high gather jump stop for a left hand inside hand finish. Make sure in this drill to have that ball high when you gather it. That way you can keep it away from reaching hands. And having that inside finish on that right side, you're going to have to put a little bit of spin, what some people may call English, on that ball. That way you're going to be able to finish a lot easier. You're going to do the exact same thing in this next drill. However, now we're going to be going to the left side. We're going to cross through our legs, high gather across the chest or higher, and then finishing with the left hand yet again. I cannot stress this enough. Make sure to gather the ball while you are in the air, while you are going from that one step into that two-step gather, and then being able to keep that ball high above your chest, which will allow you to be able to keep that ball away from reaching hands. Now this next drill, very similar yet again, but now we're going back the opposite direction and finishing with that inside hand after that crossover gather. Now this may not be something that you can pull off in game, but it is actually something that you can do in game, because by crossing through your legs, it's going to make you look like you're going back to that left side, and then you hop back over to the right and finish. You can also do the exact same thing and just hop to that left side. These are different options that you have out of that same cross so that you can keep your defender guessing. At this point, these two options are going to be mostly for being able to giving yourself counter moves to whatever that defender is trying to do to defend yourself. Now I am going to be replacing that back pylon, and David is going to make contact with myself. This is as if it is a game. There's a help defender. You need to be able to create a gap between yourself and that help defender, and you finish with that inside hand finish, left hand finish on that right side after you could take a step through, but you don't necessarily need to, depending on how fast you need to be able to, of course, get that basket, depending on a help defense speed. Now we're going to be going into the counter to the exact same move. So David is driving, does a jump stop into me, pivots, shot fake, and then he is able to go for that step through layup. This is a fantastic move. There's a lot of counters off of landing on two around that rim and then pivoting. There is a lot of options. There is more options than what we are showing here, but overall this is a great move for you to be able to do, and you can do it on both sides. So here David is attacking that rim. He's landing on two, stepping through, finishing with that left leg or left hand. But the first thing is to make contact with me, the help defender, because then you can knock them back onto their heels and you're going to be a lot more successful being able to score at the rim. And also the idea by doing it with your left hand on this side instead of that right hand finish, inside hand finish, is to protect the ball with your body. It really depends on how that defender is playing you. So example here is that quick shot fake towards that right side and then stepping through and going for that inside hand finish instead of a right hand finish on that right side. You would do this because now you are using your body to protect the ball, because now the defender is essentially behind you in this move. Now we're going to be moving into doing a spin move, making contact with that gap defender, and then doing a Euro off of that pylon, which would be another defender who would be in the way. However, the idea here is you've beat your man, you now spin off of the gap help, and then you are on your way to the basket, and you have to right away make a Euro around a third defender and finishing. Now, before you say, "Oh, well, this is just one of those moves that are you're taking way too many dribbles. You're thinking about way too many defenders, and if you're going 1-on-3, it's just not going to work." Well, in reality, this is what can happen to a player who is a star player on a team. They start really trying to pack the paint, and you have to try and figure out a way of getting around. Here, this next drill, what we're looking at is the ability to be able to do a Euro on the opposite side with an inside hand finish. Again, just another option to be able to give David and, of course, yourselves to be able to score on multiple defenders and with taking very limited dribbles. You really only want your attack dribbles to be under 2 or 3. Any more than that, you're not going to be able to do that much in game. There's so many trainers who will show you a lot of different dribbling moves, but not actually moves that will help you actually score in basketball. Now we're going to be going into a hop step that is going to be a power, what I call a power hop. You're getting a little bit more height, but not a ton of height, and you're covering a lot more distance. You're basically throwing your entire body at the help defender and also trying to cut off your man at the exact same time. So you're essentially going 1-on-2 with a move like this. You've got both defenders now behind you, and then you finish with your left hand on the right side to use your body as a protection. And then, of course, we're using a left hand on the left side, mainly because that's just we're working on left-hand finishes today, so that's just why we're doing the left hand. So if you don't have anyone riding your back, then you can finish with your right hand inside if you want. Left hand, it doesn't matter. This is actually a great drill that you can use as a warm-up instead of doing it at the end as I did. But I always, last summer, every training session, we wanted to finish with some kind of vertical jump training. So this is what I used in today's training session. However, in reality, why I'm putting it in this video and why we did this at the end is because I wanted to work on David's left hand on both sides of the basket. And by doing this type of a drill, it is not like a regular layup. Regular layups are easy. This, you have to gather the ball while it is in the air, and then on top of that, you gotta still finish. So now you are working with a lot of different difficulties, a lot of different skills instead of just a regular, easy, simple layup. If you are a basketball coach, make sure to go check out the practice plans that are down in the description below. If you are a player, make sure to check out my shooting workout. That is going to definitely help you shoot the ball from further away. And if that is your goal, and to shoot the ball from unlimited range, that is definitely a workout that you need to do to be able to build your strength, to be able to have essentially unlimited range. Now, I hope that today's video has helped you. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe. Tell David that he did a fantastic job. Make sure to always work on your weak hand. Left hand is David's weak hand because he's a right-handed player. So definitely always work on your left hand. These are some drills.